Greetings, this is Darvain and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum. In the last episode, we had started exploring Almaria. We found the inn and so we decided to rest. Now it's time to finish off our industrial explanations and find out what else is going on in this town. Oh. So, what's in here? We have, this is armor quality. Nope, you ain't going to let us anything there, but I do like to have a look. Chainmail, steel studded armor, fine leather armor, okay. Talking to Rosemary. This shop is tended by a short, strong woman with long black hair. She follows in a shield behind the counter. Her black hair makes her porcelain Avernite skin stand out even more than normal. What are you selling? I sell all sorts of armor here, high quality, just shipped down from Fort Draco. You can buy it if you have a gold. Can't beat armor from Fort Draco. What's so special about Fort Draco? Fort Draco is far, far, far to the north. It's an iron-rich area and they have a huge forge. They can even make steel. It's as good an advantage over the Sliths as any. An advantage over the Sliths? Don't they have iron? Sure, but their metalworking skills are nowhere near as advanced as ours. Also, their weapon design simply aren't as good. What do you mean? Sliths, as far as we've seen, only use one sort of melee weapon. It's this sort of 2 times spear. Now, don't get me wrong, it's deadly enough, but compared to the range of weapons we humans use, it's just not adequate. Another question for you about spice and armor. Let's see what you're saying. Wow, okay. There's some bronze plate mail. That'll come in nice. Drag skin helmet? Okay. But, yeah. Could afford the bronze plate now, but yeah, okay, fine. Not really sure we want to sell that though. Okay. So you're done. I mean, we're really on the lookout for quests and stuff before moving on to the castle. I mean, we did make the journey to Fort Draco. Read the sign. Fine blades. Proprietor Ramirez. Draco, yes, is far to the north. You follow the road right the way round past Fort Mellow, and that's the point you reach before it goes into Slith territory. Yeah, I didn't think it would. So, still longsword. Ooh. Okay, let's talk to Ramirez. There is a dark-skinned man with long black hair behind the counter. He's sharpening a wicked-looking blade. He smiles at you when he sees you, but he doesn't stop sharpening. What do you sell? I have fine blades of all kinds. That's what I'm here for. What are you here for? He sighs. That's what I do. My job, my identity, my purpose in this world. Now then, want weapons or not? Can I trouble you with another question? I'd like to buy some weapons. Blessed dagger? What the... Okay. No, that was interesting. I mean, it looks like a blessed dagger is slightly better than a steel dagger. We've got a blessed cloak. So, that looks like blessed is adding +2. But, that's an aside for now. We can... Okay, we're done. Won't bother looking in there. Well, we might as well. We ain't gonna hurt, is it? Don't know if I'll be able to get to it in the chest, so... Look A, no. Look B, no. Not quite so silly here. Look A. Ooh, coins. Not marked as not yours. We'll have those. That may have been a bug. Either that or we were just that impressive. And they've decided that we get the money. Yeah, I was not expecting that at all, but yeah, well, okay, let's go see. Not yours, gold coins, not ours, but we can pick some silver coins up. You know, rob these places blind. Because we're heroes, that's what we do. Iron helmet. And some metal bars. Bars of iron. Okay. Well, we'll take that. We're not buying anything new, we're just going to rob you blind. Head round the back, past here. Entirely sure it's over here. Oh, there's a. Is that a spring? Interesting. Okay. Done that. Guessing we're going to head into here. Talking to Bevan. This is a very large bearded man. There is a very large bearded man in simple embroidered robes, sitting behind the desk. He's juggling figures on sheets of crude Avernum parchment. Are you the mayor? I am the Lord Protector of Almaria. I take care of this city and the surrounding area. I can do it just fine without a bunch of adventurers such as yourself butting in. The last thing we need is adventurers. You won't get a token here, fella. We already have a world token, though. Ah, I see. Well, that's a different story. I don't have patience with foolish adventurers, but there is one way you can help us. Yes. To the west, along the south wall of the Great Cave, there is a nasty infestation. Several basilisks have taken up residences there. Deadly creatures. If you could kill them for us, I'd pay you 250 coins. Ooh, interesting. So 250 coins if we kill some basilisks, because they're not going to be dangerous at all, are they? Oh, there's these. I mean, why would they be dangerous? Well, there are plenty of skulls in there to loot, but they're not for us. They're not for the likes of you. Like this flagon. But I'll leave you there, I'm not that desperate for money. This door is locked, let's try this lock. We're in the back room. Here we get a cloak, a white tunic, and some pants. I don't find anything there. A, no. B, no. C, no. A, B, no. E, no. Oh, wrong one. I'm expecting it to come up and it didn't. Never mind. Yeah. So. Interesting. Let's go. This is A. This is Julio, Sage Extraordinaire. The pirate ship. No, we could have a haste elixir if we wanted to go breaking into stuff. Let's talk to Julio. A tall, muscular man sits behind the counter, surrounded by piles of books. What sort of things do you sell? Mainly I deal in potions and such. You can buy potions from me if you'd like. Also, I have learned in my things I have learned in my extensive explorations enable me to identify items with some accuracy. Where have you explored? His expression darkened suddenly. I was thrown down here for, shall we say, opposing certain excesses of our town officials. I spent my first 5 years in Avernum looking for a way out. I found many blocked tunnels and came close to death many times. He sighs. His expression softens. Finally, I gave up, but I do have a guess about that exit. Really? What's your guess about where that exit is? I explored the eastern tunnels and wandered the caves of the north and south. No luck. But there are many areas to the west that humans have rarely, if ever, trod. A system of caves this large must have an escape route somewhere. If it is anywhere, it is west. And when someone finds it, I am going, even if I'm 90. Fair enough, so they're saying the next exit might be to the west. I have another question for you. You make potions? Can you teach me any recipes? I'm afraid not. My recipes are the source of my prosperity. Such secrets are rarely, if ever, given to mere adventurers. No offence. Can you tell us where we can find some potion ingredients? No, definitely not. Knowledge of the rare ingredients is alchemist's greatest resource. Okay, thank you very much, but no. Good thing I'm not vindictive. Or I might just be tempted to rob you blind on principle now. So, let's look in here. We've got C, B, A. B, resistance and vulnerability. C, energetic herbs, that's what it looks like. We need some energetic herbs. Okay, so A, B, C. B, trash. Yes, let's go rob the trash. Because we want to rob the trash. We took the wrong exit. We're not done. Yeah. Okay, who's this? This is Dexter the Fletcher. We want to look at his tools. Okay. Talking to Dexter. Sunk down behind the counter is a man so skinny he's practically invisible. Sparse, wispy hair is arranged on a rapidly balding pate. He smiles at you in a disturbingly toothy way. What supplies do you sell? I sell archery stuff, mainly. Let me know if you want to purchase something. Do you have any tools? He laughs and checks to make sure the store is empty. Yes, I sell certain, tools. And believe me, nobody is more adept in their use than I. Whenever you want any tools, just remind me you're an adventurer. Okay. You seem to deal with shady characters. Do you have any jobs for us? There is a little service you could perform for me, actually. In one of the homes of the northwest corner of the city of Blask, a certain fellow owns a ring shaped like a snake but in its own tail. It's not magical, but a certain lady has offered me a sum if I could get it to her. Obtain the ring from me, and I will pay you handsomely. So, Blask if we want to burgle. Okay. Did I mention that I'm an adventurer? Poison potion and a recall crystal. What's that? Don't know what that does. But that's basically, yeah, we can have some lockpick picks. Let's buy some supplies. Arrows, iron bolt, arrows, stone bolts, and iron bolts. Yeah, let's have a look to see what you're going to give us. None of it. We don't want any of that anyway. That's all tosh. Tosh, piffle, and guffaw. Some sticks, we could rob some sticks. That's total loot. Can't be more. We can't be more rich now. We've found the. Yeah, okay. That's enough of that. This says. You read the sign. Memorial to those slain by the Sips. Nice. Nice pair of slacks there. Look at A. No. Look at B. Look at E. So there's the barracks. See if there's anything around the back here. It's unlikely, although I apparently pushed the container up. Out into the middle of space! For reasons. Can't go wrong with reasons. Okay. So let's carry on. That's Almaria. It's just a fortified bridge town, so you know, just can have a look around the outside, I guess. Oh, there's a box there. I wonder what this is. It's a shield. Still large shield. Whoop whoop. So worth exploring. Iron large shield. Consider it spot 4. Still large shield. Go. Iron large shield. To everyone where you have an iron large shield. You are an iron buckler because I don't think you can. Well, you might be able to. Let's try it. Yeah. But apparently it's saying we can't. Not saying we can't. But then I wouldn't know till I try it. And if I do, it would be like, hey, never mind. Nice. Okay. Okay, a castle and a map. There was a small, heavily manned fort on the riverbank here. The Avernum soldiers ignored them. They're too busy watching carefully watching the river for swift war bands. Okay. Fair enough. This is the Great Cave. Group of cowfowls must be lost and lonely. That would explain why they seem to have decided to follow. Or not. Let's see. B. The castle, Fort Emerald. So castle's north, Fort Emerald is to the west. So we kind of want to go. Really? They're following us? Just follow the road. Follow the yellow brick. Sorry, the grey brick road. Okay. Stop following me, you little monsters. You meet a group of travelling merchants. There are 7 of them, leading large sleds pulled by defamed large giant lizards. When they see you, they approach, eager to sell their wares. See what you've got. Sell me a pots and a strength potion. No, thanks, but no. Not really interested. There's the fort to the west, and then there's the castle. Okay. And of course there's, well, we're at some sort of cave. There is a tiny spring here, emptying in a small well. From the bottom, you see the glint of coins. Ah, that's 10 coins. You lower someone down and scoop out a few handfuls of coins. Nothing bad happens that you notice. Fortunately, you have a bit of bad luck. A few passing merchants notice what you're doing. They move on, shaking their head. Okay. It's worth it. Do small shopping. No, I've got them too. It's probably the same set of merchants, isn't it? To be honest. This mushroom farm has set up a stand where they sell their goods. Food looks good and the prices are very reasonable. Energetic herbs. Yes. But I'm not buying any. As much as I want some, I'm not buying any. So, no. Me? I don't want to. This lake is surrounded by a reasonable density of farms, relatively unguarded compared to the heavy fortifications visible to the north. These crops are nowhere near as successful as on farms in other areas of Avernum. For some reason, mushrooms don't grow very well around here. They grow just well enough to make farming worthwhile, and no more. Okay. Get out of the way or I'm going to feed you to the basilisks. You keep watch for the basilisks you were told about. In a moment, unfortunately for you, you find them. There is a group of fat, slow scissors to the south. They look harmless, but you know better. Let's attack! Oops! Damn it, we were turned to stone. Yowza. Okay. Okay then. Definitely got any spells that does flesh to stone though, do we? No, be serious. Just got balance, brave, that's not. No spells. Return life. Oh no! We have. If you have Balm of Life, you can use this to restore life to a low level we can revive someone who's been turned to stone. Okay. We won't do that then. We will go back. Yep. We did not see any basilisks. We are not looking for any basilisks right now. No, no, sorry, no ball. Let's leave peacefully. The door has risks. You can't keep moving. Do I even want to know? I think I've been there. Apparently walking along the wall, I've spotted a hidden door. I completely managed to ignore. I wonder what's in here. The hidden tunnel was interrupted by a dark, swiftly flowing river extending to the north and south, far beyond the range of your light. The tunnel continues to the east. Fortunately, someone's erected a crude bridge over the river. Okay. What's this then? The wide gallery ends in a cramped tunnel leading into a chasm wall. There are dried blood stains on the ground nearby. Let's walk inside. The tunnel ends in a cave which was once the home for about 8 soldiers. The bodies of these soldiers are arranged neatly across the floor. They have been dead for some time and all died violently. 2 things immediately grab your interest. First, the soldiers wear the uniforms of the Surface Army, the Empire. Second, there is a message painted on the wall in blood. Such is the fate of all above who threw us down, the Scimitar. The Scimitar? You wonder who that is. Cursory search reveals that the killers did a little looting. Find a scattering of coins, both from the service Robin of Avernum and a small flask. Let's take it. Get elixir. What elixir is it? Well, we've got a healing elixir. We don't want to drain it. Probably dump that somewhere. Yep. Right, so we're just want to get rid of it. So this looks interesting. It's a cave that apparently the surface has found it down here. We are so not equipped to take on basilisks at all. There we go. It's just some quick kind of experience clear. So we're going to head to decisions. Well, that looks like it's the castle. So I'm going to say no, we don't want to head to the castle. Let's go and see the fort first. Move on, thank you. This lake is surrounded by a reasonable density of farms. Yep, read that one. Know where the basilisks are, but I am not brave enough to try and fight that yet. So, keep going to the other side of the Great Cave. In your travels through the caverns of Avernum, you have consistently noticed the quantity and variety of life forms present, both flora and fauna. Here, that miraculous and varied ecosystem comes to an abrupt end. The Great Cave in this area is much closer to what one would expect a cave to be, a bare, blasted stone wasteland, featureless except for the occasional rock. As far as you can see in this area, nothing lives, nothing grows, not even mold, and the air is particularly humid and rank-smelling. Okay, well, this has been Darvain. I've been doing Avernum. Let's Play Avernum. I am going to call it here, because it's just hit the 30-minute mark, and before we start getting involved in exploring this sector of Avernum, we might as well, you know, call it here and then hold on for the next time. So as always, if you like what you see and hear, be sure to like, subscribe, share and comment. And until next time, goodbye.